Welcome to my video of fitting a Space Saver spare wheel and tyre to a 12th scale Tamiya Ferrari GTO, commonly known as the 288 GTO. So we're talking about the GTO from 1984 and 1985. And so the front compartment opens like this, and you've got the kit in there. Right, let's do this. Okay, so we've got a couple of rolls of kit in there, so tool rolls, and then out comes the Space Saver wheel and tyre. Okay, right, so the next step is get the wheel off, and as you can see, it's a single nut center lock wheel. Let's pop that up onto this handy box. The kit comes complete with a wrench, which is a magnet at that end, this end for opening some of the doors and apertures. You can see more about that in my video, a couple of other reviews of this car that I've done. Let's check that's coming off. No, let's just hold the brake disc perhaps or something. Okay, yeah, there we go. Right, so we'll take this off, and it looks like I'm going to be able to swap that over. We'll see what happens. So this center lock nut is really just a trim piece glued onto a fairly conventional screw there, you can see. So I've had one of these where the screw has fallen out because the glue wasn't well enough done. So right, okay, off comes the wheel, leaving the hub assembly. We've got a fair amount of detail there, which is quite nice. You've got suspension detail, and of course it's a steering. This steers as well, and the steering wheel will turn. Right, okay, so we've got that conventional wheel off. Let's just compare the two. So as you can see, the Space Saver is about a third of the width of the front normal wheel. Right, let's pop that on. Okay, so it fits over there. Now, the first thing I noticed there is that the center axle effectively is protruding beyond the point where this nut would clamp down onto the wheel, so I'm not expecting this to be a very solid fit once I've screwed this up. Let's have a look. I expect the wheel is still going to flop around a little bit on the axle. Right, that's pretty much to the tightness. Let's just do it a bit more. Okay, there we go. Right, so yeah, there's play in there, which is less than ideal, but it's not a big deal, and a lot of people aren't going to show their car on a Space Saver because of course it looks a bit gawky, a little bit weird. Right, so as you can see, that's set quite far in. Let's have a better look at that. As you can see, there's a lot of inset there on the wheel arch. Let's compare that with the other side, where the front wheel does fill the arch quite well. Okay, there we go. Now this is one of my very favourite model cars, in fact one of my very favourite cars of all time. And so do subscribe to the channel, and you'll be able to see the other videos I've done about this car. I do a comparison with the Kyosho 12th scale F40 too. Not the F42, the F40 as well. Okay, right, tell you what, let's have a go at switching that to the rear wheel and seeing what it looks like on there. Right, so I've replaced the it was on the far side, the front wheel with the conventional one, and now we're going to try going for the rear wheel. So let's just try holding that. Okay, that appears to be getting there, not quite. So it's a little bit finicky doing this, and there's play in the hub anyway, so but that's fine. Right. Now, of course, this being the rear wheel, the wheel and tyre are wider. So let's compare the width there, and we're getting on for 4 times the width. You know, so it's yeah, it's going to give you a lot less grip. So great if you put it on the back and you want to do drifting, that will work fine. But if we look at the width, you see the depth of that hole before you get through to the other side. That's why on the full-size wheel that will clamp it reasonably well, whereas here the depth of the hole, it's not as deep, so it's not going to clamp that so well. Anyway, let's pop that on. You can see this has got splines on, etc, etc. Again, great detail. Tricky. Right. Turn it round a bit. Okay, there we go. Right, so it's not going to clamp down quite right. Just holding the brake disc there, so there's still a fair amount of wobble there, as you can see. Right, let's pop the car down and have a look at what that looks like. Okay. Fair amount of inset there. Let's just get that camber approximately right. Okay. Yeah, splendid. And not many people will ever display it like this, I'm sure, but it'd be nice to have a jack or something, to maybe a 12th scale trolley jack would be just the part, and a model of Enzo Ferrari himself changing the wheel. That would be quite an interesting proposition. Right, so what a beautiful car, I have to say. Again, compare the inset of the rear on this side, it's just spot on there. Coming back over to here, where is it? There we go, in there. So great. Okay, well, do like and subscribe. Do put comments below about any questions you might have, or any other articles you want to see on this car, videos. Do go to buynowsearch.com, my side project eBay search tool. It will help you find fixed price items. It's very quickly after listed, within minutes, because of course a fixed price item can be sold straight away and it's very easy to miss them. So if you put a search, store your search in buynowsearch.com, and the system will email you within minutes of a suitable item being listed. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and you'll hear from me again soon.